Hello everyone, it is Andrea. How are you doing on this, up where I am in the mountains, gloomy Sunday, but it's okay. It's the evening time here, just about to turn into official evening, and I just wanted to kind of come back to reminiscing. As you can see, I'm in a different location, and where I am is actually probably one of the most reminiscent rooms in our home. And as you can see here, I'm in a nice comfy chair, and this is where we used to rock our son to sleep. The reason I bring this to our attention is because life is passing us by so fast. And if we don't take a moment to stop and enjoy it, it will pass us by even faster. Today's topic I'd like to talk is about making memories with your little ones, whether they be 3 months old, 3 years old, 13 years old, 30 years old, or 60 years old or more. It is important that we reminisce and reflect and take those moments in life when we recall what it was like to be a parent at our firstborn, our first child, second child, third child, and so on. For those memories are that of a snap. I remember the endless nights of taking care of our little one and barely getting any sleep. And then those first 3 months moved into 6 months, where 6 months became 9 months. He started to crawl, and then a few months later he started to walk. And for those parents out there of any age, these are the years that are most memorable. The influence we have on children. For we are their first teachers. We are their first coaches. We are their first role models. And like I had mentioned in yesterday's video, it all begins within the home. The nurturance, the nature, the love, the unconditional love, smiles, grins, wins, fears, tears, all wrapped into one. See, when I was a child, I struggled in my early years, probably until my elementary years. And then my elementary years were no longer of nutrition and nurturance. It was from nature and my environment. And that's when the bullying and the not fitting in, not being accepted became in. And then came the preteen years where I thought I knew everything and I fell flat on my face. To adolescent years where I was rebellious. To young adults where I was experiencing heartache and heartbreak. And then into adulthood, relearning it all over again. As a parent, as a caregiver, as an authoritative figure to our younger generation, it is important that we be mindful and communicate effectively. And that includes the nonverbal cues, the behaviors, and the actions that we do when they are not looking. For they are intuitive minds that see everything, remember everything. And studying psychology as a science, it's those first primitive years on Earth where we absorb in our subconscious nature and nurture, and then it's the next 7 years where we develop and adopt our behaviors from our caregivers and those surround us, the emotional and nonverbal cues that go into our subconscious. It is important, especially with everything that's going on in the world today, that we communicate with our young ones. We ask how they are doing. We ask how they are feeling. And we let them know that it's a safe place for us to speak, for us to listen, and really hone in to what they have to say. For at a young age, they still have innocent minds. And there might be some minimal programming, but these individuals coming up in our future are indigo, empathetic children that have a sixth sense of what's going on, that intuition of what right and what is wrong and what is not feeling comfortable. And it is our due diligence to communicate that with them, make them feel safe, make them feel understood, and listen to what they have to say. Read their body language, listen to their tonality, look at their nonverbal cues, behaviors of what is said and what is not said. These are important traits that we must hone into as caregivers, teachers, coaches, mentors, and as parents and step-parents of all kinds. Allow yourself to listen to your children, just as when they were infants, toddlers, and young kids. Their voice speaks volume. They have a story. They have a perspective. And who are we to silence them? When I was growing up, kids were seen and not heard. And that's when the fear, the neglect, the depression, anxiety sunk in and didn't surface until later on in their lives. So allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to feel. But most importantly, for our children and future generations, sit down and have a conversation with them. Spend that quality time with them as you did when they were toddlers and infants. Now is when they need you most. Now is when they need to be heard. They require your attention, and they allow and welcome in your nurturance. For this is a crazy world we live in of the uncertain and unknown. And I'm asking you, as their role models, their caregivers, their coaches, teachers, and supporters, and most number one advocate, allow yourself to hear what they have to say. Hug them, embrace them, ask them to express how they feel in a comfortable and respectful manner so they can be heard and understood and not shunned from society, not silenced and not isolated in a two-dimensional world that we live in today. From my heart to yours, open the lines of communication with our children. Allow them to express themselves respectfully, learn to love themselves, and allow the lines of communication to be strong, that of trust, that of honesty, integrity, and their behaviors be a reflection of their morals, ethics, and values that you instill in them. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. This is Andrea bringing you daily content from when my parenthood role, where it all started, in the room where we used to hold him and rock him to sleep. Embrace your kids today and let them share their thoughts of the unknown, the unspoken, in a safe place. My name is Andrea, certified global motivational speaker under Mr. Les Brown, and your personal accountability coach, bringing you daily content every single day. I thank you for being here with me today, for listening. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Be well. Te amo.